How's it, guys? Another update here from CryptoNinja. I do want to quickly go over Bitcoin. Right now, it is currently looking quite bearish, to be honest with you. This is the lower time frame, but the reason why I wanted to just jump into the stream now is because the 1 hour candle did close below this level here. So I do want to go over what's happening with Bitcoin. I do want to go over what's happening with Ethereum, and then also Bitcoin dominance has been taking a massive beating, which is obviously really, really bullish for the altcoins. Okay, so there's a couple of charts that I'm going to go over within this live stream, and then obviously I want to speak about the new meme coins that we have, 𝗵𝗵𝗍 and 𝗵𝗍𝗍. Okay, so these are both on Solana, and then we do have the Merlin chain that just came out like last month, and I want to speak about exactly what this means to the Bitcoin ecosystem, because obviously we all know about runes and what they brought to the Bitcoin ecosystem. So Merlin chain is also really, really unique. So we will go over that at the end of the video. But right now, I want to quickly jump into what's happening with Bitcoin and obviously the market, because the market did have quite a nice bounce. And to be honest with you, I'm still quite bullish on the altcoins, but a little bit more bearish on Bitcoin on the lower time frame. So if you look at Bitcoin right now, if you look at the 4 hour time frame, you can see we are getting a reaction from the highs. Okay, but technically we need to see Bitcoin close below this level here in order for us to start flipping bearish. Okay, so right now Bitcoin got rejected from 66,800, and because we are expecting 65,900 and 65,800, this is still technically still bullish for the altcoins, right? Because as long as Bitcoin just goes sideways and Bitcoin dominance goes down, the altcoins will rally, right? So that is why we saw quite a huge rally within last night, like 𝗕𝗫𝗀 40%. It actually went up to like 100%, but then dumped back down. Bonk almost 33% today, with 12%, Ondo 8%, Algo. So there's a couple coins that are doing really, really, really well, and these coins I will speak about. 𝗕𝗫𝗀, obviously we all know what happened there, and Algo, I think a lot of people were just buying it because of the most recent transaction that happened throughout the network. So yeah, Bonk, also 𝗕𝗫𝗀 was up like 13%, but it actually dumped back down to around about 5%. So a lot more coins are on the green today, but there's also a lot of coins that are in the red. Okay, so there's a bit of like a mixed bag of coins that, of the blood, and then obviously the gainers. So right now, Bitcoin still holding this key level. Like I said, if Bitcoin just takes out this low right over here, this level, then I will be looking at a temporary downside for Bitcoin. But until then, it's still going to go sideways, and then altcoins should be looking quite good. Okay, but overall, the market is looking more bullish than bearish. But I do think that if Bitcoin breaks that low, then I will be looking at more downside. Okay, and then same thing with Ethereum here. Okay, so I was looking at this setup. Basically, Ethereum closed back above the range right over here. Okay, so Ethereum closed above this range on the 4 hour time frame. So the next key level for Ethereum is 34.37. Okay, 34.37 is the next key level, which is shown on the 1 hour time frame. So if you look on the 1 hour, very, very strong support over there. And then if you carry on going left, you can see that we have quite a strong level. Okay, so this is going to be the zone that I'll be looking to take profits if I do take a long for Ethereum. But until I take a long, I have to wait for the 4 hour candle to actually close back above 32.74. Okay, but until then, we're just going to be patient here, because the thing is, Ethereum's forming a massive, massive bull flag here. Okay, so essentially, if you look at this setup, Ethereum is trading within this level, and if price had to break above 34.56, well, we're looking at Ethereum price target around about 4,500. Okay, so to be honest with you, overall market still looks really good. The daily candle closed bullish yesterday. The daily candle still looks good today. We are just seeing a small little pullback on the lower time frames. But if price manages to close above 32.74, then I'll be looking at a long back up to 34.37. Okay, so this would be the key level here. I'll be looking to long at. Okay, But until then, I can't really take a trade for Ethereum because we don't really have confirmation that it's going to carry on going to the upside. But still looking quite bullish, and that is what my thoughts on ETH. With that said, we can look at the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart. Okay, so we obviously know that Bitcoin is dumping. Bitcoin dominance is dumping, and the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart has made quite a nice comeback, which is why Bitcoin today has just been going sideways, and all the altcoins have just been popping off, and that is due to this Ethereum to Bitcoin chart. So remember, whenever this chart goes up, there's more chance of Ethereum and the altcoins appreciating in value, okay? Especially when Bitcoin dominance goes down. So overall market right now is kind of like, 50-50 in a way. Like some coins are looking good and some coins aren't looking as good. But overall, I'm still leaning more on the bullish side, just due to the fact that Bitcoin is still holding that key level that we spoke about just now at 65,900. Okay, so yeah, overall market still looks good. Just a small little pullback. We do have New York session opening up in around about 20-25 minutes. So that is when we'll get the most volume throughout the day, because obviously London volume wasn't that great, which is why we didn't really see much action throughout since here, right? So London opened over here, came back down, came back up, and then around about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, we saw that move. Okay, so until like New York opens, then we'll kind of know the general direction for the day. But yeah, that's something to look at. And yeah, so those are the two charts that I'm looking at, Bitcoin and ETH. There was another setup I was looking at over here, and this was the TAO setup. Okay, so I actually entered this trade on spot because if you look on the daily time frame, it's retesting this previous high. Okay, so I do think that this could go back up to 668, and obviously if it breaks 668, we could see a new all-time high for TAO. We obviously spoke about this this chart a while ago, and we were saying that price is most likely going to come down to like 420, which it actually did, but we saw a massive liquidity grab to around about 780 before we got that move down. So yeah, I mean, TAO, if you guys haven't into the setup, it still looks really good for potential upside, which is what I did buy this on spot this morning, and I think I may add as well to this position just due to how it's looking right now, because we are getting a little bit of pullback, which is good. You can actually accumulate at these levels. Okay, so overall market, like I said, some coins are just looking way more bullish than others. So it looks like the narrative is switching a little bit here. Yeah, even AVAX, I was actually looking at a long for AVAX today, and we didn't take out those highs, right? So we didn't take out those highs, which is what I was waiting for. And if AVAX took out 39.35, then I would have taken that long. But, we didn't really get that. Because if you look at 𝗕𝗫, for example, 𝗕𝗫 looks really, really similar to AVAX. But the problem was AVAX didn't break the highs, whereas 𝗕𝗫 broke these highs, right? So these were the highs that I was speaking about for AVAX chart. 𝗕𝗫 closed above there, and then we have that massive push. So once AVAX actually closes above that level, around about 39.35, then we're going to take the long. But until then, can't really take the setup for a long. Okay, so those are a few setups I'm looking at, and obviously with it's up 12% on the day. Actually had a nice little move, and it's currently retesting the highs. So we might actually look at this setup for potential long. But yeah, some coins just looking good, some coins not looking too good. And then obviously Hbar had that massive move. So Hbar pumped around about 101%. So this was due to BlackRock actually supporting Hbar and putting a monetary fund backing Hbar. So, and also a lot of coins on Hbar ecosystem actually pumped because of this. So you can kind of see if you bring a Fibonacci from the low to the high. So basically the Fibonacci just tells us key levels. We did actually come back down to the 618, and now just retesting the 0.5 level. So overall, HBAR still looks bullish for upside. I think a lot of people would start buying at these levels because it is down from the high, right? From the high that it reached today, it's down 30%. Okay, so accumulating HBAR at this level could be a good indication for, could be a good entry. Okay, so yeah, those are the coins I'm looking at for today, but nothing really else happening. Okay, so I'm gonna speak about a couple meme coins that I'm looking at, and especially on Solana. There's actually two that I'm gonna speak about that I do think that have potential, and the first one would be 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗏. Okay, so 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗏 actually got added yesterday, right? Or yeah, yesterday on April 20th. Okay, and you can see that it's just been going on an uptrend ever since. So the thing is, with the liquidity is really good for the market cap. You can see that the circulating supply is over 1 billion, and they have a lot of holders, right? So the community is really strong. I know a lot of influencers are shilling this token, but the community is really strong. Having 52,000 holders for a market cap this low is really bullish, and you can just see a lot of people are buying. Okay, so it's basically just a meme coin. So it's like a gummy bear, right? So it's basically for people that like smoke weed in a way, and it's ready to take Solana to ecosystem by storm. So they think that obviously, if you look at the website, you know, it's quite cool. It's a little bit different to like what the other meme coins are. Yeah, I'm quite bullish on this just because of the community, right? So in order for you to look at this, you need to make sure that you can track these whale addresses over here. So like this guy, he sold 23K, and if you have a look at his address, let's have a look here. Yeah, if you have a look at his address, it will show you exactly what he's buying. But obviously right now, you can't see. But the thing is, like with these meme coins, it's not a guarantee. But 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗏 is one of the you know, the most popular on Solana right now, and a lot of people are buying it due to a whole bunch of people getting involved. Okay, and then the next one would be 𝗕𝗫𝗁𝗫𝗁. Okay, so this one is you can only buy it on Radium, whereas 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗏 you can buy on Radium and DEX and Jupiter. So this one's also really bullish because of the fact that it has 64K holders. So it actually has more holders than 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗏, and the market cap is less. And look at liquidity compared to 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗏, right? So liquidity on 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗏 is only at 3 million, whereas liquidity on 𝗕𝗫𝗁𝗫𝗁 is at 16.84 million. So yeah, and it's just basically 𝗕𝗫𝗁𝗫𝗁 is a symbol of like good luck, success, and wisdom and leadership. So it kind of just promotes like a good community, and a lot of people are kind of buying into that, which is quite interesting. You can see that it is. You can see the picture over there, and it's just a cat, pretty much, just chilling over there. Okay, so yeah, 𝗕𝗫𝗁𝗫𝗁 obviously quite bullish on this. Even now, it just looks really strong. If you look at, let me have a look at the 15 minutes here. Yeah, you can see right now, even buying at these prices here, it's kind of bullish. It's retesting the previous high. So overall, market looks really good. This coin does look really good, and I would expect potential upside for 𝗕𝗫𝗁𝗫𝗁𝗫 within the next couple of days. The reason why I'm so bullish on it is because of the holders, and also the circulating supply. You can see that it's 8.8 billion, right? 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗏 is way less. So I think there's more upside with 𝗕𝗫𝗁𝗫𝗁, just due to the fact that obviously it is a little bit more newer than 𝗵𝗵𝗁𝗫𝗁, and the chart looks really good. Looks like it's going to carry on to the upside. So obviously just going to be looking at this for potential move to the upside. Okay, so these are the two main coins that I'm looking at for today, and yeah, that is the meme coin section. The next section I'm probably going to do now, I just want to quickly go back to Bitcoin, because I want to see, I saw my chart is going down a little bit more here. You can see that we do need to hold this level. Okay, so basically this level here, if you guys did just join now, this is the key level that I was looking at, and this level at 65,900 is going to be the key zone to watch out for. Okay, so right now I'm kind of just waiting for price to hold, and if price doesn't hold this level, then I'm going to be looking at a potential short. But to be honest with you, it's looking like we will hold, because if you look at the 4-hour and the 1-hour time frame, it is bouncing quite hard, and it didn't close below the 66k, because we all know that 66k is like a psychological level as well. So because most coins trade between certain like values, right? So if you think about Ethereum, when someone gives you a price target of Ethereum, they say 10,000, right? They don't really say like 10,204. So the thing is, a lot of people look at tokens and value them by like in terms of thousands, or like in terms of hundreds. So like Solana, people will say Solana is going to go to 500, right? They're not going to say it's going to go to 452. So people also place trades like that. People will put buy orders at 66,000. They won't put it at 66,958. So that is something to note, that, and that is why we have been holding the 66,000 the whole day. It's due to a lot of people just holding this level. And if we look at the liquidation heat map right over here, you can see that. Let's have a look for Bitcoin. Maybe we can potentially see what's happening here. Let's look on the 1 week. Okay, so the 1 week over here. So what is it? 65,800. Quite a lot of liquidations over there. Yeah, so 60, it would be here, 65,600. Okay, there's over 400 million liquidations and longs. So that would be the level I'd be like, okay, if price takes out that low, we might go lower. And then the next key zone would probably be over here at around about 64k. But you can just see right over here, we've been speaking about this level at 67k. There's around about 600 to 700 million worth of short liquidations. Okay, so 67,400 is like the level I'm looking at for Bitcoin, because you can see today we tapped into 67 like 200, and then we came back down because everyone was shorting that the top of the zone, right? So if you look at Bitcoin, everyone was shorting this zone because price came into the zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Okay, so 10 times price came into the zone. We took we came down. So the probability of price coming down is more likely. So in order for you to look at Bitcoin for a long, then I'll be looking at a price to close above 66,800. But until then, I can't take the trade for Bitcoin. But like I said, there's a lot of other coins that are looking really, really bullish today. Okay, so yeah, even BNB, I took a trade on BNB today, but I actually ended up taking profit, and you can just see that it's looking more on the bearish side for BNB. I took a trade on this trend line over here, broke out, and then took profit at this high, and then we actually came straight back down to the previous low, which is quite interesting. So I didn't think that. I thought BNB was just going to carry on moving to the upside, but obviously that wasn't the case. But throughout London session, everything was more bullish, and now going into New York session, we're getting quite a nice pullback. So this is what I'm thinking, right? If Bitcoin taps back into like 65,700, which is those liquidations that we were speaking about, right? That would be really bullish, because we'll probably see price take these lows, and then we take buys back up to 66,800, and then retest these highs again. So it's kind of like when you first start trading, the longer price consolidates for, the bigger the breakout. So we're going to see a massive move very, very shortly. This is kind of looking like a Bart-Simpson pattern, to be honest with you, though. So 𝗕𝗔𝗚𝗏 is technically quite bearish. So we'll have to wait and see here. But have a look at what I'm looking at, because so 𝗕𝗔𝗚𝗏 starts out like this, and then obviously it's not really like an indication of price going down, but these types of patterns, they do work sometimes. So this type of pattern, right? Obviously, this is the extreme scenario, but this is the type of pattern that I'm looking at, and it's similar to what Bitcoin's forming right now. We might see price just absolutely tank from this level. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait and see how New York opens here, but overall quite bearish, over here for Bitcoin. But as long as price holds this, then it's fine, right? So we just have to wait and see, because it is coming down here. And then obviously Render, we actually called this one last week, and we were saying that if price came back down to 7.955, we were going to take that long. Personally, I actually didn't take this position, but I sent it on the Telegram, the Twitter, but I actually didn't take the setup. I was meant to put a limit order, but you can see it pumped 30% from the entry. So yeah, it's really, really strong. And then FET actually had a nice move as well. I was looking at a potential long today off this level, because you see price, as long as price stays above this level, we're bullish. And right now we're just getting that pullback that I was speaking about that is potentially going to happen. So I think, let's wait and see what Bitcoin does here. But Bitcoin is coming down and taking out these levels. Look at Bitcoin right now. So we do know that Bitcoin needs to hold this key zone over here, right? So this key level at this zone, it's already taken out all those longs already. 28. There's only 28 million left, where there was around about 300 million. So this is going to be interesting. Looks like we are getting quite a pullback here for Bitcoin. If Bitcoin closes below this level, then I'm probably gonna flip more bearish here, because like I said, these 𝗕𝗔𝗚𝗏 patterns sometimes do play out, right? And when they do, we see a massive dump. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting.